tell me something I don't know about Ashton Jeanty. Not that you know what I know about him, but I think you can kind of gather what the extent of what I know about him. What do you know about him? I should know.
Yeah, Rich. I mean, first and foremost, he's an elite human being. Everybody watch the highlights, watch who is a football player. He is the best football player in the country. End of story. But he's an elite person. I mean, a unanimous captain, loves his teammates. I mean, this is the guy, Rich, that we're in fall camp, and I've used this story a lot, but I think it encapsulates Ashton, where, we're doing a night walkthrough in fall camp, and I can tell that he's frustrated. And at the end of the walkthrough, he's like, Coach, can you set a players only meeting tomorrow? Because the urgency tonight just wasn't it. I mean, this is a 45-minute walkthrough at night, and Ashton Jeanty, who loves his team, has a huge impact on everybody he's around. All he was thinking about was not himself, it was about the team. And that's who he is. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever been around. I mean, he's getting 35 carries in a game. And then on Tuesday practice, he is working his tail off in practice like it's fall camp. I mean, that's who he is. He's got a smile that'll light up a room. He's one of the most humble young men I've ever been around. He deserves all the credit and some. But I don't know what you know about him, Rich, but I want to make sure you know that he's a phenomenal young man. He's a generational talent on and off the football field.
What happened next after he said, can you set that meeting? What happened after that?
So the next day we set a players-only meeting, and for an hour, no coaches in there. Ashton Jeanty went in there and handled business. And I had tons of phone calls from our, good players after and said, Coach, that's exactly what our team needed. Like, Ashton hit it on the head and said, hey, these are some things we can't miss. We can't take anything for granted, even a walkthrough, and broke them up into positions, had guys talk through things. I mean, he ran the whole thing. And that's just one moment of a guy that cares about his team, loves his team, to be able to step out and call guys out and say, hey, guys, this is what it is. Like, I'm not here just to be friends. I'm here to impact your life and challenge you to grow. And it had a huge impact on our team.
I bet it did. What's it like watching him run?
Man, it's amazing. And seeing him, and I'm privy to it in practice too. And so Ashton Jeanty is an early enrollee. He's 17 years old. I'm the defensive coordinator. I'll never forget this. We're in spring ball. It's scrimmage number 1. And here's this talented running back. I mean, he came out of high school looking like who he is now, like he's a tank. And so we knew right away that he was going to be something special. But I'm the defensive coordinator. It's our starting defense versus a 17-year-old. It's 4th and 1 in a live scrimmage, and he takes a 4th and 1 handoff. We know he's going to run the ball. He knows he's going to run the ball, and he takes that 4th and 1 handoff 75 yards to the crib. I was pissed in the moment, but then after I'm like, guys, I think we all can agree that Ashton Jeanty is going to be special. And there's been countless runs he's had this season where all 11 defenders have a legit opportunity to tackle him and they don't. He puts defenders in conflict every time he touches the ball because they don't know how to defend him. Do I stop my feet and brace for the freight train coming at me? If I do, he can run around me, and he's got the top end to take the distance. If I don't stop my feet, he's going to go through me like a fly on the windshield. So he puts people in conflict at all times.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.